Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Love It or Leave It review and swatches of a brand new product from one of my favorite brands, and that is LORAC. And I was super excited when I had heard a couple months ago they were coming out with the Pro Liquid Lipsticks. You guys know by now, I love LORAC. I love the Pro formula. Everything come out with in the Pro formula is amazing in my personal opinion. Whether it be their eyeshadows, some of their lipsticks, their liners, like they're fantastic. So I was super excited when they announced that they were releasing their Pro Liquid Lipsticks. I went ahead and picked up two shades. I have the shade Soft Mauve, which I do have on my lips right now, and the shade Dusty Rose, which is more of like a mauve-y nude, and I will swatch them in a little bit. So I was super excited also because no one knew when these were launching, and all of a sudden I just had an inkling one day. I was like, let me check up on these. Like, have they released yet? And I don't know about it. And sure enough, they were like secretly released at Kohl's, and like no one's really talked about it at all. So I was super excited that not only were they released at Kohl's, but they were available at the Kohl's near me. So I immediately like ran in the car and went and got them, and I was so excited to play with these and try out the formula because liquid lipsticks are definitely interesting. Like, everyone has a different formula. Are the shades good? Are they comfortable? Do they wear long? So I was super excited. Can I say excited enough? Like, I get excited with LORAC products, but I was super excited to go ahead and try these out. So let me read you some information off the box because I find that it has really good information on here compared to Kohl's website. They do retail for $19 each, which is pretty standard. I find that it's not cheap, obviously, but it's definitely not the most expensive liquid lipsticks out there. I believe Anastasia is more expensive. I believe even the Stila Stay All Day may be expensive. Compared to this, that might be $21, so a couple bucks more. They do have a total of 10 shades in the collection. Now, I will say, because they are releasing it for fall and winter and the holidays, they are a little bit more of the darker fall color. So there's lots of nudes, cranberries, like purples. There's definitely a lot of shades. I went ahead and picked up the most standard shades in the collection, which was a nude and a pink. And then I figured I can go back if I end up loving the formula and get more. I was super close to getting the shade Mulberry. It was a perfect purpley red shade. It was really pretty, perfect for fall. So I may have to go pick it up, but again, 10 shades in total. Not sure if they're gonna, release more for like the spring or not. I imagine maybe they would bring out some more vibrant colors for the spring if these do well. And they retail for $19. So it says, go pro with the LORAC Pro Liquid Lipstick. With the smooth glide of a gloss and the high pigment of a lipstick. So when you first apply it, it definitely has like a very shiny lip glossy look to it. Doesn't feel like a lip gloss or anything, but it definitely has a very high shine, and then it quickly dries down to a really flat matte like I have on right now. And then it says, the creamy, lightweight, and long-lasting Pro formula coats the lips in a bold color that dries down to a comfortable matte finish. So overall, it is super lightweight. It might be the most lightweight formula I've ever used. It has a very thin, watery consistency. It does suggest to shake it up, which does help a tad, but overall, it just has a watery consistency, and so a little product goes a really long way. I'm not going to do a demo right now because I'm filming a ton of videos at the moment, but in a couple days you will see a get ready with me using new products, and I do use one of these in there. That way you guys can get a chance to see it. But it definitely has more of a watery consistency, so I go in with less product to outline my lips, and then I go in with more product and fill them in. But they are super easy to line your lips with the little applicator. So it says the pointed applicator delivers precise, full coverage that lasts without bleeding and transferring. I have not had a problem at all with this stuff bleeding while using it, and you would think with the really watery formula that might be a problem, but it hasn't been. It has a really nice little tiny applicator that makes it easy to outline your lips, and then, like I said, pick up more product and paint them on. You only need a couple swipes back and forth. Let it dry. If you want even more pigmentation, they do build pretty easily because they do have such a lightweight, thin formula about them. And then it also says, the Pro Liquid Lipstick comes in an array of modern matte shades from the natural nudes to vibrant hues and is infused with antioxidants such as acai berry, pomegranate, grapeseed extract, vitamin C, and E. So it has definitely lots of really good nourishing vitamins and antioxidants in here, which is why I think it's also super comfortable. I mean, I can't even feel this on my lips. It doesn't even, like, it's not even tacky anymore. You know, sometimes liquid lipsticks will dry down, but you can still kind of like, your lips get stuck together and they're tacky. Like, this completely dries down. I drank coffee, I ate, like nothing was coming off. I mean, I can kiss, nothing comes off, which is great. I will say though, it probably only lasts about like 5 to 6 hours before it starts fading. Not that like it's flaking off or anything like that. It just starts to go away and you need to reapply. So that's the only downside, is that it does fade away. It's not the most long lasting in the world. However, super duper comfortable, really lightweight, and it does stay on your lips though. It just eventually fades away really nicely. Now, again, I did get the 2 lightest shades in the collection, so I have no idea how long the darker shades stay on, and if they stay in your lips, I have a feeling they will stay on a little bit longer. And then it says line and define your lips just like a pro. So that's all the info about it. Overall, these are really comfortable. I was super excited. I was nervous at first when I saw the watery formula. I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be really sheer, but they're really opaque, really easy to work with. They're really, really pigmented. They build up really nicely. I did swatch all the colors on my hand in the store, and I had a hard time getting them off, but they were all really pretty. There was only 1 or 2, which I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was the really dark brown and the red shades that weren't quite as opaque, but like the dark burgundies and the really dark plummy shades, those were all super duper pretty, and they had quite a few mid-tone nudes and dark nudes in the collection. So even though there's 10 shades, there's a couple nudes, some reds, berries, and some really deep vibrant fall colors, which are great. So let me go ahead and swatch these for you guys and show you the applicator. So here is what the applicator looks like. If you guys can see, it's a really nice and small doe foot applicator. It's got kind of a angled tip, that way you can kind of swoop in and line your eyes and stuff like that. So the shade that I have right here is Dusty Rose, which this I find does dry down to more of a nudie shade. It looks kind of mauvey right now, but it will dry down to a darker nude. And then this one is the one I have on my lips right now, which is called Dusty Mauve, and I find that it actually ends up being a little bit more pink than it is mauve. Still a really pretty color. So here is what that one looks like as well. You can see how, you know, it's just a little bit more bubblegum than it is mauve, but it's still really, really pretty. So that's what these look like, and you can see right there the high shine that they have immediately, but it will dry down. So overall, I was really impressed by these. These are definitely a love it. I hope you guys enjoyed another Love It or Leave It review and swatches on the brand new, super exciting LORAC Pro liquid lipsticks. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!